A very warm good morning to one and all present over here class. Welcome to the digital platform of APS. Now this is Pawan Kumar. Today I will start third lecture of chapter 13 probability. So class, in previous lecture I have discussed conditional probability definition and I have taken 2 or more examples. So now in today's lecture I will discuss the questions related to conditional probability and example also. See, now question is, if capital A and capital B be in two events, question is, if capital A and capital B be any two events such that probability of A by B is equal to P. It is given probability of such that probability of A by B, this is given P, and probability of A, it is also given P, and the probability of B is equal to 1 by 3, it is given. Probability of A union B is equal to, this is 5 by 9. Now we have to find out P. Then find P. Now you will see from this expression solution. So conditional probability of occurrence of event A when B has already occurred. In case, we can write probability of A oblique B or A by B is equal to probability of A intersection B whole upon probability of B. You know, this is the formula where probability of B is not equal to 0. And it is given probability of A by B, its result is according to question, that is P. So this one we can write P is equal to probability of A intersection B is not given. So probability of A intersection B whole upon probability of B, result is 1 by 3. Now probability of A intersection B we can write 1 by 3P means P by 3. This is probability of A intersection B. Now you know the addition formula related to sets or addition theorem related to probability. Since we know the formula, probability of A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. You know, this is the formula. Now with the help of this formula you can calculate probability of B also. Probability of B is given. Now you can calculate P. So see, this one, you know, probability of A union B, result is given 5 by 9. So 5 by 9 is equal to probability of A. Probability of A is P plus probability of B. Probability of B is 1 by 3. Now minus probability of A intersection B, result is P by 3. Now this, through this equation you can find out the values of P and so result will be Now P will be equal to P minus P by 3 will be equal to 5 by 9 minus 1 by 3. Now result will be 2P by 3 is equal to, LCM is 9, so 5 minus 3, 5 minus 3 2, 2P by 3 is equal to 2 by 9. This implies P is equal to 1 by 3. Now 1 by 3 is the value of P. Now this question is completed. See. Now come to the next question. The next question is question number 2. Question number 2 is, if A and B are, or we can consider if A and B are any two sets such that probability of A complement union B complement is equal to 2 by 3 and the probability of A union B is equal to 5 by 9. Then find probability of A complement plus probability of B complement. So you know the formula. Since probability of A union B or A complement union B complement, we can write probability of A complement plus probability of B complement minus probability of A intersection B or A complement intersection B complement, you know. Now its value is, according to question, this is 2 by 3. Now probability of A complement plus probability of B complement minus this one, we can write 1 minus probability of A union B. Because this one we can write probability of A union B complement, and A union B complement we can write 1 minus probability of A into probability of 1 minus probability of A union B. So 2 by 3 is equal to probability of A complement plus probability of B complement minus 1 plus probability of A union B. And you know it is given probability of A union B. So result will be 2 by 3 plus 1 and a minus 5 by 9. Result will be probability of A complement plus probability of B complement. Now after calculation, when you will take LCM, so LCM will be 9. So 9 is the LCM. So 3 2 ja 6 is here plus 9 minus 5, and the result will be 9 plus 1, 10 by 9. 10 by 9 is the value of probability of A complement plus probability of B complement. This is the value 10 by 9. Now answer is probability of A complement plus probability of B complement, result is 10 by 9. C. This is the answer. C. This is the answer. Now I will come to the next question. The next question is question number 3. Question number 3 is, a die is thrown twice. A die is thrown twice and the sum of the numbers appearing sum of the numbers appearing is observed to be 6. Is observed to be 6. What is the conditional probability? What is the conditional probability conditional probability that the number 4 has appeared at least once. At least once. This is our question. Now you know, again I am repeating the question. A die is thrown and the sum of the number appearing is to be 6. Means in an experiment, there are 2 dice are thrown or 1 dice are thrown 2 times. A die is thrown 2 times and the sum of the number appearing observed to be 6. And what is the conditional probability that the number 4 has appeared at least once? So first of all we are going to consider solution. Let us consider even with the event of getting sum as 6. Let even with the event of getting sum as 6, that is E1 is equal to 1 5 5 1 2 4 4 2 3 3. This is event and there are 5 events, 1 5 1 5 2 4 3 3 and 4 2. Now let us consider E2. Let E2 be the event of getting 4. We have considered E2 with the event of getting 4. Now there will be 12 ordered pair and ordered pair will be 1 4 2 4 3 4 4 4 5 4 and 6 4. Now 4 1 4 2 4 3, 4 4, 4 5 and 4 6. There are 12 events. You can see this is the 12 events. We have considered E1 and E2. Now then, first of all you have to calculate their intersection. So intersection will be from event E1 and E2. E1 intersection E2, what we can write? Sum as 6 and 4 comes. So 4 2 and 2 4 is here. So 4 comma 2 and 2 comma 4 is here. This is the 2 ordered pair E1 intersection E2. Now this is the intersection. Now first of all we have to calculate the probability of getting E1. So probability of E1 we can write E1 event was 5 5 1 1 5 4 2 2 4 and 3 3. Now probability of E1 we can write 5 by 36 and probability of E2 we can write, there is a 12 events, no, this will be 11 events, 4 4 are repeating, so this will be 11 by 36 is the probability of getting E2 or event E2. Now we have to calculate probability of getting sum as 6, conditional probability that 4 has appeared at least once. 4 has appeared at least once, so we have to find out the probability of getting B or probability of getting 4 at least once when sum as 6 or sum as 6 is already occurred. So what we can write? See, we have to find out probability of getting E2 oblique E1. So probability of E1 intersection E2, probability of E2. See, now this will be E1. Here is E1, so it is E2, E1. Now E1 or probability of E1 intersection E2 we can write, this is 2, so 2 upon 36 whole upon E1 is 5 by 36. See, 5 by 36. Now this one, after solving, you can get the result 2 by 5. Now 2 by 5 is the answer. See, 2 by 5 is the answer. Now I will come to the next question. The next question is question number 4. Question number 4 is in a school there are 1000 students. There are 1000 students, out of which out of which 430 are girls. Out of which 430 are girls. It is known that out of 430 girls, out of 430, 10% of girls study in class 12th. Girls study in class 12th. What is the probability that a student is chosen what is the probability that a student chosen randomly studies in class 12th randomly studies in class 12th given that the chosen student is a girl. In class 12th, given that the chosen student is a girl, is a girl. This is our question. Now you know the total number of students in school, that is 1000, and in this question there are two events happen. First event is a student is chosen at randomly in class 12th, and second event is a students or randomly chosen in class or randomly chosen student is a girl. Now we will consider two events. Now see the solution. Let even with the event of the student chosen randomly studies in class 11th. In class 12th, not 11. Now we have considered E1. Now what is E2? We are going to consider second event E2. E2 with the event randomly chosen student is a girl. Randomly chosen student is a girl. Now we have to consider, or in this question what we have to find out? We have to find out P of E1 oblique E2. We have to find out the probability of students studies in class 11th when E2 has already occurred. Chosen student is a girl. Now this formula we can write probability of E1 intersection E2 whole upon probability of E2. Now probability of E1 intersection E2, what we can get the result? In this question, this is clear. Out of 430, 10% of students studies, or 10% of the girls studies in class 11th. So E1 intersection E2, it is clear that 430, 10% of 430 result is 43. Now E1 intersection E2, you will get 430 means 43 by 1000, because total number of students is 1000. Now probability of E2 is the total number of girls is 430. So P of F2 will be 430 by 1000. So what will be the result? Result will be, after calculation, 1000 will cancel out and 43 by 430 result will be 1 by 10. Now this will be the answer. This will be the answer. See. Now this question is completed.